I see a steady progression, and it's really valuable. I've seen the big statewide summits in Santa Clara and in Los Angeles, and now this meeting, bringing a group that's really focused on policy here to the Capitol.
This idea of regions rising together that will realize a state vision for economic development at the local level. That's the right paradigm shift.
I think creating regional economies is incredibly important for the long-term sustainability of California. Once they kind of take a step back and think about what kind of value add they can bring to the whole economy.
I think that's inspiring folks to want to talk.
I was able to talk with people who are on the education side and then on the policy side, and then I was industry.
And I think sessions like the Economic Summit help create venues where those conversations are not just constructive, but delivering real results to move policy forward, and that's what we want, is real progress.
And we're all trying to get the same thing done, but we approach it from different perspectives, so it's good to have that kind of a dialogue and see where there are areas of intersection.
The last time we had the summit, we talked a lot about two Californias, the bifurcation of California's economy, and that still is generally the case.
The existing poverty rate that's rising faster than the middle class development, that's an issue. It's a huge issue.
We see job growth largely concentrated at the high end and at the entry level, but we need that middle level to be more robust and to grow again.
We need to take a step back, to take a look at what we've been doing and try to correct it.
Workforce, it is critically important, both because we've got to make sure that we're getting younger people coming up through the system that have the skills and the aptitudes, the capabilities that match where the economy is and where it's headed.
The economy is finally starting to turn around. Our education institutions are finally starting to get some more resources to really start to dig into doing a better job preparing our workforce.
People go to school to become educated and to become part of a workforce. We don't introduce work early enough in our curriculum.
For our students coming out of high school, it's no longer an either-or proposition. They must be college and career ready because the economy no longer supports jobs that have very low skills.
If we don't keep our businesses here, I mean, you heard, the Silicon Valley and those folks, we need to produce more engineers.
The measures that we've put in place, because we are concentrating very hard on manufacturing. So last year we passed tax incentives that help stimulate or help make that business case for investing in California.
It's not tough to go down to Sacramento and fill out the paperwork, but after that everything gets a little bit more difficult. We interact with quite a few regulatory agencies on a regular basis, and I think there's some inherent challenges to operating a manufacturing business in California that are hard to fix.
We decided to come to California because that's the center of innovation. I think Silicon Valley as an economy or as an ecosystem is incredibly diverse and really is the only place where something like this could happen.
Very important to point out that even a $7 billion bond is a small portion of the kind of investment we need in California water, and we need to take an integrated approach, make an investment in a diversified portfolio, if you will, of water management actions, and there's no silver bullet. We just need to raise the money and make the investment.
Again, it's clear that California's economy is rising once more. We have to make sure that we rise in a way that we're broadening that prosperity so that we see success in all sectors and all corners of California.
So when we experience that spread, when we experience that distribution, when we experience a recovery that is much more evenly distributed, then I think we'll know we've succeeded.